think things are figured out. Yeah. So I've got the Amiga more or less set up. So I'm gonna just keep at it. We're gonna keep at it. We're gonna keep crunching through this disaster. This disaster. We can try that. Well, being in game will be more important. Well, probably because my mic's way over here. That's probably why. That probably would help pretty significantly to have the microphone not half a mile away from me. Yeah, it'll be an interesting day. I'm a little tired because I was up late for semi-planned things. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let's play some games. This one has some flashing, so be aware. I'm going to wait till this particular flashing is done. There we go. Ugh. Soupy, Broman, Unhinged, Leannis, Ash, Trigon, Phantom. How's it going, everybody? So yeah, among the many probably ill-advised ports to the Amiga. Ooh. Not Ryu Hayabusa. No, this is Ninja Gaiden. 100%. This is Arcade Ninja Gaiden. Produced simultaneously with the NES version, or at least the arcade version was this port of it. Who freaking knows? But you know, we'll play it and probably be sad about it. So one thing that I'll say that's nice, I haven't tested a lot, but this game did make the choice between music and sound in favor of music, which, you know, I feel like is nice. Oh boy. So this handles the jumping. If I have it on, okay. Why is that not catching them? Can I do this? Yes. Okay. Oh, not very well. Oh, you are really out there on the depth axis, huh? I guess this move just puts you in a weird spot on the depth axis. It's still good. Just need to be careful. This is one of the stronger things you can do in arcade also. This is another game where the screen's aligned a bit strangely, so I can't really see my health. My understanding is that how the Amiga handles sprites in general is different enough from how like a traditional video game console does that you wouldn't really be able to see sprite flickering. Like, it's just not how the hardware works that it would do that. It would just slow down instead. Sprite flickering is like kind of a specific design choice to your hardware architecture. Oh, okay, I died. I thought I picked up a health at one point and hadn't gotten hit since then. I will say, as much as it's nice they chose music over hit stun, it is weird to not hear when you like hit enemies or not. You know? Okay, so this favors enemies who are above me a little bit. That's why it wasn't hitting before. This is interesting. It's actually putting like more enemies on at once than arcade typically does this early in the game, at least. I also don't feel like this guy shows up in stage 1 in arcade. Certainly not two of them at once. Oh boy, we've already died twice. And we've seen that there's only 5 continues. Why are there so many guys already? Holy shit. If this has all the stages, this might be a nightmare game. Why? So how do I drop onto the thing then? Can you not do that in this version? So if you hit down here at all, you just kill yourself. And I guess you can't hang off these like arcade. Hotel, 2 L's. And they just pre-smashed this, couldn't change the background. Man, there's... So the problem is they outrange you if you, yeah, just stand. And they're pretty good at finding the range away, so I think I'm going to have to throw enemies a lot. I'm terrified at how some of the gimmicky segments are going to work, like the helicopter. Also, holy shit, Ryu's biceps in this. Get him on the combo tribes. Ooh. Yeah. Wonder if the 1-up is there. Well, there's no enemy here, so... Oh, no, there is. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, there's health. Okay, so you can't even break that, so the 1-up is not here. Oh. I should have done that. Okay. I like this, like, tractor thing that this dude's driving. Oh, I'm not getting that in time. I might have gotten it. I can't really tell. Yeah, throw seems to be the way to go. At least if I don't have a bar to use. Nice bounce! Oh, motorcycle got me. So weirdly, I have to use the keyboard to start and continue. The joystick button doesn't work. And it looks like we're starting from the beginning of round 2, so... Which is okay. Probably will be game overing at some point and starting over, is my guess for this game. Ooh, sword. Let's see how that is. I mean, it's the sword. Did they just make infinite motorcycle guys in this version? Instead of how it's supposed to work? I am luck. I want you. I am Lucky Rabbit. In this original song? Oh, they got both of them. I was kind of expecting it to just be one of them for some reason. Oh boy. Oh, they can leave. Okay. So the bosses should be relatively easy. It's going to be the stages. And even then, now that I understand the flow of this, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, the Motorhead game that just had random tracks. That screen is very weird when it doesn't include the breaking through the glass part. They just didn't do any of the stage gimmick here. They just didn't do it. Oh! Well, that bar ends a lot earlier than it looks like. The background is also just not animated. Man, they weren't afraid to just put every enemy on screen. They should have been. That's silly. Also, like, sometimes you kind of sort of grab two enemies at once. It'll like grab the other one and they'll just sit there like in the hit pose. This is a weird fight. Oh, does that time out right? That's useful if so. Why do all these guys... I mean, I guess they just don't want to get hit. It does. Okay, that's funny. Unfortunately, that won't help on bosses, but on regular guys, I think I can just do the throw and then jump forward and then throw them again. Yeah, and I'll catch them like that. Nice. Okay. That simplifies some things. It also makes this combat even sillier. Like the tile flooring up there, or whatever we want to call that. I don't know why, it's just very funny to me that that times out correctly. If they just hadn't kept the boss iframes, it'd be trivial. They're so evasive. Actually, it seems like just charging at them is the best solution. Because if I'm in their hitbox, they don't seem to want to attack, and the throw hits them there pretty easily. That so that was an awkward cutaway image in the arcade version, and at this resolution it's even more awkward. It just looks like Ryu's wearing like a really bad helmet or something. Also, the guy at the right, very unhappy with the situation. Music? I guess this is the music speed we're getting here. Oh, another sword. It's not bad. It's quite a different sound, but... Another sword. Except it's already gonna be gone. So this screen at least does legitimately have like a shitload of enemies in the arcade version. Some of these screens have just been like weird, but this is actually like a screen that does do this. Oh, okay, got him. Oh, he got me. Oh, I would not say it's accurate. Just this particular screen happens to be an enemy composition that does actually happen. That's all. This enemy type is also harder in this version because they attack from out of your basic attack range instead of from within it. I think in that type of situation, I'm better off not doing the chase. Yeah, the enemies don't seem to attack when I'm, like, in them. Oh, Jesus Christ. How do I even do this? How do I jump to that from here in this version? Oh, I can. Okay. I didn't think it would let me do that. Well. And it's going to put me at the beginning of the stage. This is going to be tough. Oh, this one. Did the music decide to calm down since I game overed? Oh, until I was alive again. When I'm dead, it's fine. When I'm alive, it's hyper. No, don't run up the tree. I like when that happens, because then I know that the next throw will work. Alright, yeah, at this point I think the actual combat's going to be simple enough. Because even like this fight, now that I'm realizing how the AI is acting, it's pretty straightforward to not get attacked most of the time. Oh. Mostly it's just like kind of annoying to wait for the enemies to decide to not run away, because they'll run however far they need to. Alright, so I think I need to jump on this and then kick immediately. And then go. I'd like to wait for one of these dudes to come, hopefully. No? Okay. Oh my god. Okay, there's one of them. We don't have to do this one because we can go up here. What the hell is that thing? It's funny how much this game is just realizing that enemies don't know how to attack you if you're too close. Vikings beer. God, man, it's tough. It's tough to know which way I should be attacking on these. Which is unfortunate because they're really useful. Just sit on them and kick. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. He attacked from there, and I hit the other guy, but not him. Interesting. Rygar. Okay. Okay, managed to throw the first couple guys through that without killing it. Which is interesting. I want him dead, even if I get hit for it. Okay. The Dragons, strong team. Oh my god, it's lagging a lot, considering there's just the two guys. Okay. I could just take a game over right at the start of this stage. It'd be totally reasonable. Also, I just realized they didn't do the helicopter part in stage 3. They just didn't even try. Tecmo Ninja. Come on, dude. I just want to be able to break this freaking box. The enemies are just so weirdly evasive. It's not even just that they're evasive, it's that they're like very, very risk adverse. Usually once they've aggroed on you, enemies will like kind of try and go at you, you know? But in this game, they're just not having any of that. Like, the moment I start walking at an enemy, even if they've started, like, aggroing me, they seem to want to move away immediately. Nice face on the wall there. I don't remember it being quite that derpy in arcade, but maybe it was. Getting bad luck with them hitting me. Seems like only... like, they don't always hit me out of the recovery. Oh, damn it. But every once in a while they do. And they've done it repeatedly in this stage. Gobbo voices? Well, Godspeed to whoever it is that you're talking about their Gobbo voices. Alright, well... oh, we're not even on the boss. Yeah, okay. I thought I was hit, but I just did the wall jump. Health? Nice. 3 health? Okay. 3 health is doable for the boss. Assuming I don't take more damage on the way to the boss like that. It's weird how much of this game is just chasing down the enemies, because they don't really want to attack you that badly if they think there's any opportunity for you to counterattack them. Should be the 3 claw idiots again. No? This is the final boss? Okay. Okay, well, did I forget a stage, or did they not include one? Or, because we only fought the 3 claw guys once, right? Or am I forgetting one of them? Maybe there's just a boss rush that's supposed to happen in the last stage that they didn't do? I could have sworn that you fought the 3 claw guys twice in this game. In arcade. Not to complain about not having to do that. And that's the whole ending. That's it. That's all you get. You beat the game. You get that one screen. Not even really a congratulations. Just there's the screen. All right. This is a jam, though. I will say that. Nice name entry screen with the glitched characters. I mean, in terms of Amiga arcade ports, this is actually quite good. Is it arcade perfect? By no means. Does it have some real jank in it? Yes, absolutely. But yeah. A completely reasonable arcade port, considering. Arcade think the decision to go with music and no sound effects is the right choice. However, it does feel a bit does add to the feeling that the arcade game already had the hits not feeling impactful. The enemy AI is a bit simplified in a way that changes the way the player has to approach the game pretty significantly. What is a reasonable enough way to play of the limitations, platform, are very obvious, but not to the point. How do I want to put this? It's not like I don't want to keep repeating that, actually. Main, what feels out of place is the constant waves of huge numbers of enemies. Very few combats featuring with less than 5 enemies at a time. Is a bit unusual bosses also ended up feeling quite a bit easier than stages. Recommend this game to someone curious about reasonable game adaptations. Very good. I mean, the thing is, the way they changed the AI actually could be quite difficult if you didn't realize what it was doing. Because the AI was very aggressive about moving away. Spacebar failing. Well, Ninja Gaiden NES and arcade being different isn't so much a decision as that they were just developed independently. to your taste. Yeah, I think this is a totally serviceable port of an arcade game. I'm never going to be able to give something like this a great score, because ultimately, like, you've had to make a lot of cuts to what's going on. And while they made it a reasonably serviceable game, it's also kind of hard to give too much credit to a game where you've got like 3 moves and one of them doesn't really work. Namely, the standing attack just like isn't very useful because of how the AI behaves. You know, but that's how it is sometimes. I'm gonna take a real quick breather and then we'll get back to it. Okay. Now for another port, which is not Shadow Warriors. Yeah, look at Jimmy and Billy down there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our game with music for today. Oh, there's reverse elbow? I'm pretty concerned with how much enemy health the first Williams had. Well, they managed to program hair pull. That's not nothing. Doesn't look like mount, though. And reverse elbow. Oh. Reverse elbow does not seem nearly the move that it is in arcade. They got me. Hair pull doesn't seem like it even hits. Like, I grab him and then it seems like I'm just stuck. Oh, I see. It's... No, I don't see. This might be a jump kick video game. Every once in a while you get those where the strategy is just jump kick. The other thing is I don't even really understand how I'm initiating hair pull. It just seems to happen sometimes. How did I do that? The controls in this are bizarre, because, like, it has the usual... Oh, there's Linda. Linda looking kinda. Oh, he's fierce when you whip. There does not appear to be an experience bar. Scoop Moto. This gets... Oh, Abobo. Poor Abobo. Is he burping? The bat hits behind me? The bat hits behind me. We've got the Streets of Rage 2 Max technology, except in this game. Hits behind me before it hits in front of me, just like Max. Is this missing sound? Much like many Amiga games, the choice was either you get sound or you get music, and you do not get both. Oh, I need to watch out. That is a concerning amount of distance on the explosion compared to the sprite. Oh, bat. Nice. That Williams is stuck. This... Oh, okay. Oh, they can't fall down the pit, apparently. They just do wacky shit instead. Huh? Did I drop the bat because I fell? That's weird. Yeah, eventually people did figure out how to get both. That is true. It is not entirely impossible, but it was for skilled programmers only. Well, they're getting real ambitious with the number of sprites they're putting on here. We're also running low on time. Oh, here's Jeff. Oh, well, there went Jeff. I could knock him through the wall, but not into a actual pit. Very generous of them to give me a bat right at the start of the stage again. Oh. I'm worried about time. That's why I'm advancing the screen. I really want to make sure I don't run out of time. I mean, I guess I'll just die to damage, though. Nice hitbox on the bat. Nice! Oh, picked up the whip. Why is this particular set of Williams and Linda so brutal? It's gone. Oh, it's not gone. I think that guy spawned and fell down the hole as a part of his spawn animation. All right, made the jump. One thing I will say that's kind of interesting is it appears all of the enemy spawns are correct. Like, these are the correct enemies in the correct places. Oh, Boo Boo! No! Oh! What? No! No! Oh! Oh, I think I. Oh, holy shit! I might be dead. The eternal ghost of a Bobo might have my number. Because I can't hit him anymore, but he's hit me a couple times. I am shocked. Zombie mode on an enemy is not something I ever expected. Nope, he got me. Can I progress? Is he gonna lock the screen too? I can't even get away from him. Okay, he's not locking. Okay, thank you, Pit. Holy shit. Bobo's ghost fell down a hole, thank God. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I can't think of a time I've ever seen something like that happen in another game. I've seen enemies like fail to be killed by stuff, but never then like continue to exist and be able to attack normally without being able to be hit also, you know? Oh. I was a little bit worried when the screen didn't scroll with me. There. What? Why do I go into the... I mean, I guess I go into the fall animation because... I'm a little worried about getting pushed through the wall because that's something I did to an enemy earlier. Like that. Huh? Why does... What is happening there? It's like the jump is really messed up in this segment. Yeah, like there's some kind of wall or ceiling. Alright, so I guess the knee does hit. It just looks like it, or the hair pull, I should say. I'm still not sure how I'm initiating hair pull, but... Oh, look at that climb! Uh-oh. the one foot on the bottom? Oh, the sideways climb, though. Okay, hold on. Yeah, get rid of this Williams quick. There we go. What? Why does he... Alright, don't question it. Just get it out of there. How is Jeff still alive? Thank you. Me Bobo got me. Okay. Too long to clip? I mean, you could just clip the part that was, it starting. Oh, this is... Oh! I'm just running. Yeah, we're just running. We're accepting that we're losing like 4 lives here. No? Okay. Sometimes the kick seems like it hits twice. Yeah, I mean, the trap room has never been fair in basically any version of the original Double Dragon. It's just nonsense all around. I like the animation this dude's doing with his 2... What is that? What arm is that even? The way they're curled around. Because those are like the back of his hand. What is this? What is this? Yeah, I don't fucking know. I'm holding right. That didn't kill me, huh? I'm holding right and maybe, okay. I don't think that's going to work. Maybe I just jump. I mean, it helped. Oh, it didn't help as much as I'd like because I respawned back here. Okay, we're past the traps. And that guy's dead because he got stabbed. Well, as is very normal in Double Dragon, I lost more lives to just the trap room than the entire rest of the playthrough. So far, at least. Maybe Willy will be crazy. I mean, just kicking seems quite good. That's not correct. Jeff shouldn't be here yet. Nor should Willy. Also, Willy is fucking huge. And not terribly well animated. I don't really know what's happening right now. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, Willy doesn't seem like he's going to be too hard once I don't have 4 other dudes punching me at the same time. It's so weird to see him be, first of all, so big, and second of all, like, detailed compared to everything else. Okay. Marion's walk cycle. Okay. Oh. My hero. Nope. Oh, game over. N. Well, that sure is Double Dragon, just as I remember it. The brief loaded just to kill me and trigger the game over? Maybe. It is not impossible that that's how they solved that issue. gonna put this in. I don't think this was working, but I'm gonna start it just in case it just needs a tremendous amount of time to load. Yeah, Shadow Warriors was the first game. Seems to be a curse. 100 ports, each uniquely. Uniquely cursed. Limitations. Amigas. Single button. Very clear here. With the various moves. Using STY sound effects. Not particularly interesting. Sprite work is for it to be particularly characters. What else is there to say? I don't know, these Amiga games, these Amiga ports especially just feel so, like, similar to each other in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of the way they ported a lot of these games is very similar. Well, I don't want to be too harsh on falling through walls, because, like, in the original Double Dragon, at the start of Stage 3, you can hit enemies to the left, and they'll just fall through the floor. So, like, that is kind of just a thing that happens in Double Dragon. Like, it's just an oddly programmed game, but, in a lot of ways, but oh yeah, another is that many of the enemies seem to use the same movesets as, which while that is how one enemy type is make limitations, porting. I feel like I've written something, a variation of that several times. Get on our way. Dealing with the logistic. Yeah, I don't know. This game's fine. It functions. I don't think anyone would like play it and be like, man, this game just doesn't work. Although, like, obviously I did have question marks happen. Yeah, it functions. It's kind of not a particularly interesting version of the game. What else? What else do you really want? Right now, I have to get this working. One moment. Software failure. Sorry, this one in particular, I remember struggling to find which version of it worked. Oh, okay. Get it on the second try. All right, here we go, baby. If you want to talk about ill-advised arcade ports, Final Fight has some of the illest advised ones. Yep, one button Final Fight, baby. The intro's well drawn. It's just the arcade intro. It's apparently pretty close to the same resolution. All right, US Gold, baby. I have to know. I refuse to believe that story toxic on the grounds that US Gold failed to produce good ports of anything. US Gold was just bad at what they did. I don't believe that they made a bad port on purpose. Oh, you can actually do pile driver. Like, to me, that's the type of thing you say when you're just bad at your job and then you want an excuse. Hager looking kind of weird. Oh, okay. Oh! See, I did make sure this was working before, and Bill Bull, the Chargers, those dudes are fucking nightmares. I am noticing immediately that I also played this with Guy, because I figured I wouldn't. And man, Hager does a lot more damage than Guy does, unsurprisingly. Okay, so I do like down and attack when I'm close to pile driver, it just does it? Hey, Andor, what are you doing here? Nope, it's not that. I'm not sure if I just can't throw damned, or if... Also, is he using the wrong portrait? It's kind of hard for me to tell. One, two, three, four? Didn't even give him the right number of hits. Oh wow, that has way better, a way better hitbox than it does in arcade. I am... Excuse me. I am shocked they made that transition that way. Yeah, the pile driver must just have a weird hitbox. Also, this is atrociously colored. Or maybe you really can't throw bosses. Oh, Poison's portrait is always great. In arcade, it's very funny. The weird derpy face. Oh! I don't understand the pile driver mechanics at all right now. Sometimes he just jumps and then, like, hits them mysteriously. Okay. Oh, car. Ralph. Oh. I think it kept my damage from the last stage. I don't think I took that much damage here. The overhead chop didn't even knock him down. Is Hager's... Fucking... Fuck off, dude. I think Hager's just standing punch is essentially an infinite. Oh, they do get knocked down eventually. Okay. Andor Jr.? And it's... Why is Abigail here? Press fire. Yeah, no cage match. Oh! I have to just jump kick everywhere because I never know when an enemy is just going to appear. Okay. Just double Abigail. All right. Stop it. So weird to just be able to hold that button. Also, this room is bright as hell. We're just... Oh, huh? Huh? This is not how this minigame is supposed to work. I mean, Orlando might have gotten cut again. Who knows? He could show up and be the final boss for all I know at this point. We're in screen 1 of Bay Area, and there's Abigail. Really plastered Ralph's name all over here. Oh, okay. It's not how that kick is supposed... Oh, you can... There was not food there before. You can just pile drive them off the ground. It looks like. That is a problem if so. Oh, there's a pineapple. Okay. Or maybe that was just because Poison and Roxy get up so fast. Why is there all this food now? They spent the whole game not having food, and now they're all of a sudden having it... having it, just lying around. Yeah, okay, I think Poison and Roxy just stand up without any animation in this version, is what happened. They just like jump because you can't throw them, I guess. It's very silly. I don't know what else to do to those guys, because if they start charging, they can be a menace. I think something loaded. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's an Amiga problem. Music and sound effects at the same time were difficult for them. Way out. All right, what do we got? Just Andor and Andor Jr.? Question mark? ×2? Yeah, the fact that they didn't really give enemies standing protection. I mean, that's in Final Fight also, but the bosses not even having it is something. Huh, they actually programmed the chandelier falling. I'm kind of shocked. Didn't program anything else that was supposed to happen on that screen, but... Oh, sorry, Chris. Yeah. Good old Amiga choice of sound or music. CR1 is credits 1. That's how many continues I have left. Used 1 so far, trying to figure out how mechanics work. Okay. Oh, this is concerning. Why was that like that? Oh, this is a frame rate. I'm just getting pummeled. Holy hell. Whoops. I need to be down here so I don't get got by chandeliers again. Okay. I think the pile driver did not knock him down. Yeah, the double dragon port was like, all right, you messed up a little bit, but it's whatever. This is just like, what even did you make? I think the only saving grace I have is that the pile driver kind of works as a makeshift Super Joy. Because it grabs first frame and it's just invincible from there. How much animation Belger's gonna have? Belger is barely animated in the arcade game. Oh! These dudes are easily the hardest enemy in this video game. Excuse me. I love when there's screens that are mysteriously laggy, and it's because it turns out they put 4 of the same enemy in a perfect stack. Oh, like that. Like, surprise, this encounter that was with 2 guys? Nope, that was 3. At least. It's weird, I couldn't jump forward. Yep, there's just extra dudes in there. Again. There's just a wall there. They put a wall there with nothing sprited to it, because where the bottom pillar is supposed to be. Alright, Belger. Yes, he stands up to shoot. Boss. Oh, good. Sir, where is your hitbox? Please. 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 Is he gonna push me back to the start of the stage? Okay, I just died. The scary thing is I haven't seen his health bar move yet. But this is the only, like, sequence I've found that seems to consistently hit him. I'm gonna just walk over to the right and see if he needs to be over here for some reason. Like, maybe I hit him once and he just, like, falls. Oh, there's his health. Okay. We're getting there. Time over! Okay, just kills me, but it has to do it very carefully. Made a different sound that time. Please, no. Thank you. Can you please, like, get back into the loop I had you in before? Thank you. There we go. God, what a disaster of a fight. All the other bosses, I could just stand and hold punch and they died. Oh, God. I do have one thing I want to check quick before I get out of here. Because I need to remember... Okay, so it just does this. Does this not cost health? Can you just sit here holding down an attack and you just win? Like, is that really where we're at? They did hit me. Okay, so it is possible to get hit out of it. But it's also possible to get put into the corner like this, and then you just lose. There's no action that I have that does anything in that situation. Alright. Alright. What a disaster. Just all around, US Gold truly did not do anything of any real quality. Yeah, no, this is a US Gold port. one of their most famous ones in circles that I'm in, at least. Not famous for any positive reasons, mind you. I love this screen just being dead silence. Dead silence, because we couldn't program anything. Someone said earlier this is apparently one of the few games that US Gold received an arcade board to actually use in the production process. And yeah, you can tell the graphics are directly ported. Like they're pixel on, other than like the scaled down stuff. Among all the ill-advised Amiga ports, I have to say this might be both the most ambitious and the least advised. Keep the sprites. The arcade game is famous for could have made a nice looking game, but the color limitations from the quality Mung? Enemy behavior. It's very simplistic. Some enemies, in particular Abigail, are used in strange ways as regular enemies rather than as intended. Simple AI is not necessarily easy. It will regularly mob up and continue attacking player as they stand, which while is a normal trait in the final fight, this port generally lacks the defensive tools necessary to address it. Once again, the Amiga's lack of music during gameplay. Very disconcerting feeling to in this game only to someone truly yeah, I've seen this stuff about the developer in-game code. I really don't like that stuff in general, but I'm not really worried about it. Truly dedicated to seeing various sorts of fights. May not enjoy this game if the lack of interesting even a basic level. Well, what I can say is that the game did not crash. It didn't do anything completely, like, to make it unable to be played. But man, they did a bad job. And most people would not want to play this, in my opinion. Most people would be very disappointed in this. Disconcerting feeling to play. Playing it. Disconcerting is not a word, really? I feel like I've seen it used. Disconcerting. Interesting. I've never noticed that that is spelled that way. It is not turtles, that's true. Where did I give turtles? Also but I don't even really like how this game looks, to be honest. Like, it's got the big sprites, but they're colored really poorly. The backgrounds were changed in ways that make them really jarring. Like, the original assets are obviously big and detailed. But being big and detailed doesn't make them good, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like going on a rant about how much you hate a game that you had to port is just like dumb. I feel like he's just dumb. Especially when, like, US Gold was not, like, some huge company, right? I guess they did a lot of business. I'd be curious how many people were actually on the team ever. And, like, to some extent, they're, like, the idea that you're going to port games like this, and you're going to port them to how many games? Because, like, Final Fight, they ported this 1, 2, 3, 5. They ported this to 5 different computers, each which had pretty radically different infrastructure. So, like, to some extent, I understand that that's kind of an impossible task that the developers were given. But, like, ultimately that doesn't make it good, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a day. As much as I feel bad to have had a short stream like this, I just am tired from yesterday. I wanna get back into making these a bit longer, because, like, last week was good. Like, less than 3 hours for this, when it's all I'm really doing right now, is a bit tough. Alright, I feel like if I'm playing Euro computer stuff, I feel like I'm kind of obligated to raid Lily. You know? It just feels like one of those things that's just the only way I can rightfully go. She's playing Ultima. That's like Euro computer type stuff, probably. I don't know. I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm hitting the raid now button. See y'all later.